Hello everybody and welcome to this week's vlog. I've got a few things to say today. Just very quickly on the market, we've got auctions this weekend with some very high-end property, so it'll be interesting to see how we go. Indications look pretty good, but I'll be reporting in on that one probably tomorrow. I'll do a quick update. What I did want to talk about was the sort of noise that's starting to appear about landlords versus tenants, and this has been spurred on a bit by the Office of Fair Trading that has put out a request for people to give information or to give opinions about what they think of potential changes to the rental laws. So obviously I want us to comment on that, and we've got passionate views about that, so which is good. But I think that one of the things that people are forgetting about is actually about the landlord. Now, I know tenants are important, they're very important, and I think there's some good changes that are coming to that Residential Tenancy Act to do with things like pets and making it a bit easier for them. But one of the things that people don't realize, I think, is that tenants are long-term people. They're here for a long term. Like they rent properties for lots of time, so they've got a voice. The landlords, because of some of the laws and the changes and the rules that have come in, they're actually voting in a different way, and that's by exiting their property. And I think people need to think about the consequences of that. So, you know, you could say they sell it and they sell it to an owner-occupier, so that's good. But it's actually pulling down the pool of investor stock in Sydney. And I saw a report the other day that said that the number of landlords are actually dropping and has been dropping since 2019. So that's less stock for tenants to rent, which actually pushes the part of the reason why we've got such a low vacancy and rents are going up. So people need to think about that. The investor community is an important part of our property cycle. You need to have those people come into the market, particularly to help fuel off-plan sales, which is going to be part of how we solve this housing crisis, is bringing back supply. But yeah, definitely some of the rules that they've brought in have had the opposite effect. They might think they're protecting tenants, but actually they're annoying landlords, and landlords are actually deciding to deal with that by actually exiting it because they don't want the hassle. They feel like they're not being heard, that they're being oppressed to a certain degree. So a good example of that is, we can only put a rental increase in once every 12 months. And I sort of get that. But do you know what the consequence of that is? Is that where you used to have landlords and tenants used to compromise when it came to rent increases, where landlords put value on tenants that actually were good, and they'd compromise the rent in order to keep a tenant. Because they've only got this one opportunity to put the rent up, they're actually become a lot more aggressive about it, and they're not listening to tenants so much, and that's making tenants having to move. So think about that, people, rule-making people in the Office of Fair Trading. Think about all of these things. Anyway, there's going to be more on this. Thank you.